Yeah, exactly. All right, good morning, Dudley. There's 2 out of 3 here with the best parts missing, but we'll endeavor to go on without Joanne. While Tom and I get ready as cramps signing all these invoices. $2?
That's for a plan. Some things are still cheap.
Too funny. Now, the plan, you went online? How'd you get the plan?
They mail them to you. I get them online.
Okay.
The plans they mail, the deeds they don't.
Okay. Because I know I have to go there to get a plan. That's
If you
signed.
call the mapping room, the copy room, they'll mail it to you.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Just ask me, I'll call them.
Wow.
I mean, that must be.
They'll still charge you $2.
Yeah, I mean,
But you don't have to go in.
it's not the $2. It's you got to park and get there, and
Yeah.
isn't that interesting? Well, we both learned something, Tom.
Absolutely.
You can get them all right online anyway.
Well, I
Yeah, but you can't get them stamped.
Yeah, and they're.
Yeah, they're stamped. When you
Online?
Yeah, if you go into the registry of deeds
Oh,
and you
yeah.
look up the plans,
Yeah.
they're stamped.
You don't have an original, though.
Oh, no.
And they are.
Oh, I can't get you original.
And they are difficult to read.
Yeah, they are. The letter that I wrote to the personnel boys in the
I saw it.
top, I don't think Tom's seen it, but there's a vote for that today.
Apparently, Aura's in the same boat,
Yes,
according to the newspaper,
yes,
and her people are getting paid higher than your clerk.
yes. And I think it's because, in talking with Peter Fox, because she's been in Aura's office for a year or 2, and she's taken on another position. So,
Oh. Within the town clerk's office?
no, she's doing Debbie's assistant that Joan used to do.
Oh. Tom, do we
There's a lot
sign
of them.
these?
Let me separate all those for you while you keep signing. There's like 5 of them in there.
I didn't.
I just didn't want it to get separated.
Okay, you separate
Yeah.
these.
I kept going here because I didn't know what we were voting, how we were voting on it yet.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, so we need to vote to approve the minutes of January 12th meeting.
Having read them, I will so move.
I will, I'm glad you moved, I'll make it unanimous.
Touching.
Okay, so sign payroll and various vouchers, we're in the process of doing that. While we're here, we need to vote to approve the following exemptions. Applicant A, 41C elderly, applicant B, 41C elderly, applicant C, clause 22. So for the sake of the people out in the public, all 2 of them, what's clause 22?
Veteran.
So he's just partially disabled because...
He's between 10 and 99%.
Okay, that's what I say, he's partially disabled.
Yep.
Thank you. You need longer arms. Did you make a motion to approve?
Oh, I don't think we've discussed, which one?
Well, these are...
The 3 exemptions.
Yeah, these are
Tom.
statutory. We don't get to say yea or nay.
Okay, well, since they're statutory and everybody qualifies,
He does.
I will so move.
We'll make that unanimous. We need to approve the following real estate abatements. Applicant D, 6452, applicant E, 7390, applicant F, $631.08, applicant G, $45.75, and applicant H has no name, it's $707.
No, but he's in this pile right here. I guess I missed that yesterday.
Okay, so can you tell us what these are for?
So, the 2, D and E, those are pieces of land. There's a 5-foot strip of land that straddles the Dudley Charlton line.
Yep,
It goes back maybe about 1,000 feet.
right,
We had it unbuildable at a full acre price,
yep.
so I changed it so that it was at the excess acreage price, because it's pretty much useless property.
Gotcha.
Then the one for $631, that house is pretty much just a shell. They're in the process of It's like down to the studs, there's no plumbing, wiring.
Which one is that?
Really?
Applicant F.
I am going to abstain from applicant.
Yeah, I have a problem too.
I've been involved in some
I was the chairman of the.
legal matter in that where I was opposing him, so I think it'd be a conflict on my part.
For the house?
him.
Involved the land.
So then what do we do if I can't get at
Well,
least two of you?
We need to get some advice from the DOR. I was the head of the Industrial Development Commission chairman that allowed them to come into town, so I don't know that that's
But you don't have anything to gain by this abatement.
nothing. I
And
just
that's
wa-
what it is, I'm
Well,
talking
yeah,
with
we
Greg,
need Joanne.
and we need Joanne. All right, so the development for the business,
Yes.
you were like a chairman, or,
I was the chairman.
and Tom?
I was involved recently in a legal matter where I opposed him. He was on the opposite side. So I'm uncomfortable voting one way or the other. So I think that may have been a conflict, so I'm just going to abstain.
Yeah, if you can.
So I'll find out if it's not a conflict for you, and then you and
Right.
Joanne
Oh,
can.
and him too.
And him too, okay.
Well,
But I don't know the
Oh, he doesn't want to vote
situations.
anyway, so
no,
No, okay.
don't find out about him.
All right,
You
so,
leave it up to you, you and to Conrad and Joanne.
that's okay. So the applicant G, that's a new house up on Noble Street.
Yeah. Can you tell me, before we leave applicant F, when was the house gutted? I mean,
It has been for a while.
okay. So it qualified as a 1-1? Whatever was there was a 1-1?
Oh, January 1st, yeah. Yes.
You
thinking
asked me
class
there too,
code.
don't feel bad, Lisa.
Oh, that's how we assess things a little bit.
Yes, January 1st of 2018.
No, 2017.
17.
Oh, 17, excuse me,
So
but
this-
I didn't realize what one stood for right away.
And
I thought
yeah.
that was some sort of code back
I
then.
thought he was talking about the state class code.
No,
So.
that would be 101.
Right, and then I was trying to, so, no, that one that I just gave you, that's applicant, the one I just slid over to Tom.
Is applicant what?
It's on
H?
Noble Street.
Oh, okay.
applicant G.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
He felt as though his house was assessed way too high. I think it's dead on, but I gave him some off the topo because his house drops off.
What's the deal with applicant?
Applicant at H, that is this one right here. There is 3 houses on that property. The last house was built way in the back. It's like a cape,
Yep.
but it's on stilts, and they said that the building department told them that they could never get occupancy to reside in there, and we had it in as a house. So I went before Nelson. Nelson said it would not meet code, it would not get a occupancy.
So what's it doing? Just
They
sitting
use
there?
it, there's a wood stove in there, they use it as a workshop because it could not be occupied as a home. It's a third home on the property.
So we are assessing it as what?
As a workshop,
As a workshop.
yeah.
Okay, so we don't have a picture of this. I just keep seeing.
The old one should, no, yes, it should be.
Oh,
It's behind the trees.
that's not it then. That's not it.
It should be before and after.
Well, they don't have to worry about flooding.
There it is.
So it's on stilts. There's no foundation.
Yes. A lot of waterfronts are on stilts
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
of the flood insurance. For the,
But Nelson said at this day and age that it would not meet code. It would have to be brought up to code in order to be habitable.
does it have its own septic system and well?
I think it's tied into the other houses.
Oof, that can't be legal.
We couldn't find any building permits on it either.
On the building?
It was built in 2014. You can't find any
No,
building
no,
permits?
that's the old one, that's correct. That was built in It's on, that's the old card
Well, that's
before
what
it's fixed.
Well,
and then
I'm looking at the
Right.
picture.
That's the card prior to adjusting it. So I deleted the picture and I put it in as an
No,
overlay.
I'm looking at this. You built,
I know it's wrong, so I'm gonna show you.
oh, it's wrong.
So we put it in as a workshop, and it was built in 2007.
Without permits?
With no permits.
How's Nelson feel about that?
That's up to him. He went out and looked at it. He can take it from there. I mean, I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay, did we vote on this?
You voted on applicant D through H, and both of you abstained on applicant F.
Right. So we need to vote on applicant H?
I believe so. Do it again, just in case you didn't. I don't remember. That was 5 minutes ago.
I know what you mean, Lisa, I know what you mean.
I guess that there is some illegality about building without a permit, but that's not our,
Nope.
that's not our jurisdiction.
All I can do is let the question the building department,
Yep.
and then they take it from there.
But you have it assessed for the value of a workshop, so I guess I'll move to accept the abatement.
I'll second that. I'll make it unanimous, rather. No, these need to be signed.
You guys getting registered yet?
Nah, this happens when,
At closings?
yeah.
Exactly. Okay, vote to abate in the amount of $803.51. This was committed to the old owner in error.
So this
So
is,
there were 2 tax bills for this property then?
right, there was a house and a house, there was a house and a lot. And we transferred with the deed the house, but we never put in the new owner for the lot. We left it in the old owner's name. Taxpayer never got the bill. So we had to recommit it into the correct owner's name.
I'm sorry, I'm confused.
So when we got the deed,
There are 2 parcels.
2 parcels.
There were 2 parcels. They transferred the parcel with the house on it
And the lot.
and the lot.
But when we keyed in the deed, we only transferred the house with the deed and not the lot.
Okay.
So the bill for the lot, they never got in 2017. 2018, the old owner got the bill. He
Okay.
gave it back to us. So as a technicality, we had to reassess that property in the new owner's name for
Okay.
both years.
So the new owner is going to be taxed for that lot.
Yes.
For the
So we're going to abate it
803.51.
for the old owner. Okay.
Right, yeah, so there's an abatement in here as well.
Then I move to accept the abatement.
Unanimous. Number 7 has to do with the same parcel. Vote to approve fiscal year 2018 real estate recommitment in the amount of $803.51. This is to commit the correct owner. You want to
So
commit the correct owner?
So we recommitted to the correct owner.
I know, I'm just having word fun.
Then I move that abatement.
Unanimous?
And 8 is the same thing, it's just for fiscal 17.
Okay, vote to approve fiscal year 2017 real estate commitment in the amount of $817.89. So apparently the bill went up $14.38.
Because of the tax rate,
Yep.
because the land value didn't change.
I move to accept that recommitment.
We'll make that unanimous. Oh, wow.
Well, I missed a few things when I was getting the agenda ready.
You must be busy.
Okay, vote to approve applicant I's exemption application for elderly 41C in the amount of $500. Vote to approve the real estate abatement in the amount of $1,858.03. Town owned, should be exempt. Vote to approve levy 2017 motor vehicle commitment number 7 in the amount of $9,213.20. I got to do this with a sore throat, huh?
I know.
Vote to approve the levy 2018 motor vehicle commitment number 1 in the amount of $1,147,855. Vote to approve the sewer lien in the amount of $504.35. Who is that for?
Oh, it's in here.
Do we care?
Not really.
Vote to approve the betterment payoff in the amount of $10,452.56. Vote to approve fiscal year 2017 betterment deferral in the amount of $3,205.04. What's a
Those-
betterment deferral?
Those two are the country club,
Oh,
and the deferral was back in 2017. They deferred their sewer betterment principal that 1 year and that 1 year only.
why did they defer? Didn't have
I
the
think they
money?
were trying to save money, and I think it was a new president or something, so.
So
And
we
they never
didn't-
filed again.
They didn't pay interest or penalties like the
They
rest of us?
had to pay the interest that fiscal year, but not the principal, so that's paying off the principal for that one year.
Vote to approve the CAI Technologies mapping company contract in the amount of $2,975 for the 2018 calendar year mapping changes. Vote to approve the new pay scale.
Are we getting a raise?
Yeah,
We're trying to get a
We're gonna get double
clerk
or
that
nothing.
gets paid more. On the 7th.
Mr. Brusso, we need your motion.
I vote to approve all of the new business matters. Those matters that are listed under new business, which don't sound like new business, but nonetheless.
But who matters?
It's monkey business that was missed business.
Okay,
Now,
we'll make that unanimous. I will not be here on March 9th. So is there any monkey business?
No.
How are we doing hiring a clerk?
Well, today's the closing date of the applications. We have about 8.
You didn't say that with a great deal of enthusiasm.
Well, there's nobody with experience.
Oh,
There's some with Excel and word knowledge, which is a good thing, because they need that. Some with experience in real estate, some with experience in building, but
not the whole package, huh?
not the whole package, no.
So what happens if we don't find somebody suitable for the position? We go out and re-advertise again?
Yeah, so, but I don't know if we'll get anything else. I mean, it's been in the paper for 2 weeks.
Have we considered hiring an employment agency?
Like a staffing place?
Yeah.
No, I was thinking of the few people that I did have in mind. That's a good idea, I'll check into that. But the few people I had in mind, I'd like to give them a test in Excel and Word. So after, if they're still interested, just have them do a simple
Sure.
spreadsheet and
Sure.
a letter. Because people say they are proficient.
I mean,
And that's a big thing in the office.
it's not a very hard thing, Excel.
No, and it's easy to learn.
If you can
But
find
if you're
auto
trained-
sum, you're all set.
But I'd like to get somebody, that's one less thing I'd have to train in.
Oh, I agree.
If somebody
I
can
agree.
learn, I'd rather focus on assessor work than Word and Excel.
Have you gone to any, like Nichols, to see if any graduates?
Yeah, but how long are you gonna get graduates for? They're gonna stay here until they graduate?
No, I mean as somebody that's majoring in something that wants to
Oh.
start out in the assessor's department.
I didn't think of that.
Well, anyways, it's just a thought. I don't know if any of that will work, but Maggie's paid through this month.
Till June. Maggie was paid up until this Friday,
All right, so we have the rest of her salary for this
till
year.
June 30th.
And I'm thinking if the staffing company costs a week's salary or a month or whatever,
Okay.
we have it there.
Called it this morning. Is this one right in Webster?
Yes, there are 3 in Webster.
Oh, there are.
I know Don Bork, he's a selectman in Webster,
Yep.
has one on Main Street. Has an excellent
They do
reputation.
the testing and everything then, too.
Yeah, that's right. That's
And they have
exactly
like a
right.
math test too,
Right.
just simple math.
So maybe they've got somebody, we don't want anybody temporary, but maybe they got somebody permanent.
I'm sure they have a lot of people that are looking for permanent more than temporary.
No, they're primarily temporary,
Really?
but they do have people coming in looking for permanent.
Would you sign me
I have signed none of those.
You're Conrad, right?
I am. I mean, I could be Tom, but I don't have any here to be Tom. All right, should we make a motion to adjourn or keep watching people, both people watching us sign things?
I think they're totally enthralled watching you sign those papers.
Can you make it the night?
I can, but let me know, Joanne.
Joanne.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just in Dudley Court, so I can make it there. I can make it here to Dudley Court before 9.
Yep.
Can.
As long as I stop talking.
Well, you won't be here, so that won't be a problem.
So we need a motion to adjourn.
I move to adjourn.
Unanimous.
So I went to.
There was some